And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for... Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Aaron Gordon out there with Michael Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Murray. And it's Barton in at the 2. And for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the 2-guard spot. And Jokic slams it in.
You know, an area worthy of further development for Murray is keeping his teammates involved. Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And Jokic slams it in.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. 4-point game.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
The free throw drops for Powell. Here's Murray. We've played just over a minute here in the first. And it's Murray with the jam.
Boy, have to enjoy, guys, seeing Murray jam it down like that. I mean, his vertical is pretty impressive.
Now, here's Lillard. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. And that one drops.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Boy, the mobility of Jokic, very impressive. This guy gets to the basket well for a big man.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Lillard with it, outguarded by Murray. Lillard, the pass to Powell. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Covington kicks to Powell. Jokic with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Goes up on the block. That one, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
And it's Lillard missing. Denver leading by 3. To the paint. Kicks it out to Gordon. Barton dishes to Murray. Lets it fly from 18. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, but I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
Jokic is really a jack-of-all-trades kind of player. This big fella has multiple skills, and there's not much he doesn't do well.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And it's Millsap with the ball for the Nuggets. They lead by 7. Loads it up for Millsap. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, I like the way Millsap is always ready to be aggressive offensively. I mean, if he has daylight and he's got a good look, he doesn't hesitate.
It's McCollum on the wing. Jones against Rivers. Pass to McCollum. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Anthony for 3. Paul Millsap with the rebound. The Nuggets leading by 9. Here's Dozier, and they pick up 2.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
And so it's Denver in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And don't go away. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Denver.
They've pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
Taking a look at the Nuggets, they've got Austin Rivers. JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Monte Morris, and it's Dozier in at small forward. And here's Rivers, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Millsap passes to Dozier. Inside. Knocks it loose, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Cantor. A 3 off the inbound. Rivers can't get it to go. Trailblazers trail by 6. McCollum kicks to Lillard. Back to McCollum. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Morris. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Morris has got his first points in this one. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Lillard scanning the floor, and he banks in the layup. Lillard's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets, using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Rivers finds McGee. Back to Rivers. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. The tray. Rebounded by McGee. The Nuggets leading by 8. Here's Morris. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Morris has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Millsap's against McCollum. Uses the glass to finish the layup. McCollum's got 7 points in the game.
If there's a weakness in your defense, McCollum will find it. Reads the floor exceptionally well.
Up top, Morris. Covered by Lillard. Morris with the bucket.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
And McCollum launches it from deep. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. 10 points for him.
I don't think the range surprises anyone anymore. CJ can shoot the lights out from any position. And
so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Nuggets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And so he hits the technical free throw. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yep, I'm going to agree with you. Lillard from outside. Rebound by the Nuggets. They've led by as many as 11 points. Porter passes to Gordon. Outside for Murray. Back to Gordon. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Lillard. Here's Simons. Finished off the break. Simons has got his first basket of the night.
Unselfishness, always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Puts it up from 15. Jokic, no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Down low, here's Murray. Jokic trying to free himself up, and there's Murray on the assist by Porter.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
There's 38 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's Simons. Outside Covington. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Lillard. Gordon with the defensive effort.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
A pass to Simons. Kicks it to Powell. Now, here's Lillard. He's covered by Murray. Lillard outside. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so, thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Some incredible work in this one by Nikola Jokic. He had 12 points, 3 rebounds. And that does it for our halftime.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
You know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got McCollum. Anthony is out there with Collins. Then it's Enes Kanter, and it's Jones in at the 2 spot. Morris against McCollum. Millsap trying to get open. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got 9 points.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Outside Anthony. And here's McCollum for 3. Rebounded by McGee. The Nuggets leading by 10. Fader on the way. Morris, no good. And it's Jones with the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. Here's Kanter. Outside, Jones. The 3 from Anthony. No good there.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Nuggets shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. Morris passes to Millsap. McCollum against Morris. Again, the miss by Morris. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And it's McCollum off the drive. Misses from close range.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Here's Porter. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Trailblazers trail by 10. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Jones. McCollum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Jokic against McCollum. For three, Murray. And another miss by Denver.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
The shot's good from Cantor.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Murray with it. Now defended by McCollum. Here's Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Lobbed up there for Collins. An emphatic LU jam.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop.
Tell you what, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
Wide open look here for Murray. And a miss there on the triple. Trailblazers trail by 6.
And if you're drawing up your starting five for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. They're running, moving it up. Finished off the break. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with a hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways.
And that one's good, Jokic.
This is a big guy, a mountain of a man. I mean, Jokic is a sturdy, thick 250 pounds on him. It's going to take a bigger bump to disrupt his shot than that.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Beyond the arc. Doesn't go that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Pass to Millsap. Here's Dozier. Morris outside. Millsap kicks to Morris. Millsap against Powell. Millsap passes to Dozier. The dish to Morris. Shoots over Powell. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got 11. 5 seconds left to play in the third. Lillard way outside. Misses the shot. And so it's Denver going into the break with a 10-point lead. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with. Morris is out there with Murray. And it's Green. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Jokic in at the 5. Nurkic dishes to Lillard. Back to Nurkic. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Great D that time from Green.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Here's Gordon. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
A different look for Denver. Michael Porter comes in for Green, and it's Will Barton in for Monte Morris.
Got to stay active when Gordon's out there. I mean, his ability to make something out of nothing is huge for this team.
Barton against Lillard. And yes, it's good. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
And Portland making a change here. McCollum's checked in.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Don't let his height fool you. Lillard can rise up with the best of them.
Murray finds Porter. And finished off by Porter.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's McCollum. Passes it to Powell. Three-pointer, Lillard.
Boy, the determination on defense is pretty impressive for Murray. Really doing his best to pester the shooters.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, if they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Kicks it out to McCollum. Pass to Covington. Just 5 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. From deep. They get it back. Kicks it out to Lillard. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. The Nuggets leading by 11. Now Murray. Out to the right wing. Here's Jokic. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball. Lillard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. McCollum, no good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. The Trailblazers have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the 3rd. Pretty cold down the stretch. Lillard outside. Lets it go from deep. Drains it from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 11 points here in just the 2nd half.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Martin passes to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Nuggets.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition. And when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jokic.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
The kick out to Barton. Murray surveying the D. From outside, off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Lillard outside. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Porter with it. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our It's just about game time. The Blazers never looked more confident than...
Hey, Kevin.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the shooting guard. And for the Mavericks, they've got Porzingis. Doncic out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Marjanovic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. Now, here's Nurkic. Doncic with the steal. And here's the fast break. Richardson leading the way. And it's denied. And he's able to get it back. Three-pointer. It's another look. Marjanovic kicks to Doncic. And at last, they get one to fall. Doncic has got his team on the board to start the game for the Mavs. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. And tonight, a battle between conference rivals. These teams, Brent, know each other very well.
There are very few surprises for either opponent tonight in this game, Kevin. I think they actually send Christmas cards to one another. They know each other that well. Who is going to execute when it matters? That's going to be the difference.
And they pick up two.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. To the inside. It's stolen by Marjanovic. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
They start that play with aggressive defense, finish with aggressive offense.
Well, a lot of times coaches will tell you that if you play great...
Hammering it in.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
And here is Doncic. Lots of room. Again, the Mavericks score.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Back to Powell. Outside Covington. Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Doncic against Covington. Porzingis, it's a two, and all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it, and it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 3. And it's Simons missing.
And there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Here's Doncic. Richardson outside. Shot from the top of the key. That one a little long. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, he said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. Melly is checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Josh Richardson.
And some people harp on his lack of height, but his size doesn't hurt him at all when it comes to rebounding.
Anthony dishes to Cantor. Back to Anthony. Powell, the pass to Cantor. 5 on the clock. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. It's good on the putback.
And it's not a secret. Cantor is a major factor on the offensive glass thanks to his size, strength, and excellent hands.
Now, here's Doncic. 6 points for him. Cauley-Stein passes to Doncic. Nails the baby hook. Doncic has got 8 points. Portland with the ball. They trail by 1. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Lillard. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now Doncic, 8 points for him. And the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
And no good that time. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
We've got Hardaway. Willie Cauley-Stein is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then there's Richardson. And it's Melly in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And here's McCollum for 3. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Richardson. Powell against Hardaway. And it's good for 2. Hardaway has got the lead up to 3 now for Dallas.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
McCollum draws contact on the shot. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
That's good footwork from the big man as Cantor aware defensively to get to that one.
Anthony finds Powell. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. McCollum left side. Can't hit from 12.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Hardaway with a wide open look. Here's Kleber, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Here's Powell. And it's Melly with the rebound. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Collins comes over with the double team. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And it's a 5-point Maverick lead. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Anthony. That shot misses. For Dallas, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Hardaway dishes to Cauley-Stein. There's the pass to Hardaway. Back to Cauley-Stein. Out to Hardaway for the 3. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 4 rebounds in this game. And he makes that one.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate. Good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
Richardson with it. Kleber, the pass to Cauley-Stein. Here's Hardaway. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but
The one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
Anthony dishes to Covington. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7-foot, 6-inch tall wingspan of Kristaps Porzingis.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Nurkic on the rebound goes to the Mavericks. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Norman Powell's checked in for Portland. Lillard comes in for Hollis Jefferson. Doncic passes to Porzingis. And here is Marjanovic. Powell pulls it in.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
Took him no time at all on that one. Lillard's got 12 in the game.
This is what you're going to get with Lillard. He's a gunner. Right now, he's gunning from deep range.
26 seconds left here in the second. Burke with it. Covington's there. Out to Doncic. The offensive rebound. Here's Porzingis. Marjanovic passes to Finney-Smith. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Simons. And some good action through the first two quarters. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good... Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 10 points and 1 assist. And Kenny... And that does it for our half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. We've got Damian Lillard, Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then there's Norman Powell, and it's Simons in at the 2. Now coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Richardson against Lillard. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
I like to see Richardson up there and finishing strong.
Lillard scanning the floor. To the paint. Here's Covington. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down. But true contact, he'll head to the line.
And you don't like to concede the free throws, but it's better than getting flushed on.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. And both free throws good for Covington. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Doncic dishes to Richardson. Back to Doncic. Over McCollum. Doncic finds Marjanovic. Here's Porzingis. Dallas moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Here's Doncic. No good that time. Good D by Covington. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. 4-point game. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. Here's Doncic. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
And already in his career, Doncic displays a remarkable amount of pro moves, including that floater right there.
McCollum outside. Tries again. Hits. Got that one from Nurkic.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Doncic. He's got 12. Right side, Porzingis. Passes it to Marjanovic. Kicks it out to Richardson. Three-pointer. And it's Portland with the rebound.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Doncic passes to Richardson. The shot from 20 feet away. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 5th rebound in this one. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Nicolo Melli comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Catching up on the changes for Portland. Enes Kanter comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Rondae Hollis-Jefferson in for Damian Lillard.
Just so hard defensively to stay after McCollum. He can be elusive, and then he can score from anywhere.
Brunson the pass to Hardaway. Outside, Porzingis. The three. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Cauley-Stein. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Yeah, the reach a factor there for Cauley-Stein. I'd love to see him hit the boards a little bit more often.
And it's McCollum off the drive. The shot's good. McCollum's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. As we approach the 4th quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Over to the wing. Here's Porzingis. Wide open look here for Cauley-Stein. No good from 11 feet. Trailblazers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Pass to Anthony. 46 seconds left to play here in the 3rd. Inside. Kanter kicks to McCollum. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Porzingis. To the inside. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
And Portland turns it over again. The Mavericks leading. Here's Doncic. He's got 12. No one near Marjanovic as he lets it go. No good. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Mavericks. Three-tenths quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. And for Portland, they're shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis inbound. Richardson is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. Here's Simons. Porzingis with the block. And he recovers it. Feeds to Covington. Second chance shot. That shot is off. Nice D from Porzingis. Here's Doncic. And he lays it straight in. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Here's Powell. Finished off the break. Now it's a 5-point Maverick lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Yeah, when Nurkic goes across the lane there, hard to get him out of the way, and he collects the offensive rebound.
Doncic looking it over. The three. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Marjanovic comes in for Dwight Powell. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Trailblazers trail by 5. Pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Luka Doncic.
Just more and more complete appreciation for how complete the offensive game of Damian Lillard is.
A different look for Dallas. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Richardson.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Josh Richardson's checked in for Dallas. McCollum's checked in for Portland. Here's Cauley Stein. Here's Marjanovic. Rebound by Nurkic.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
It's McCollum on the wing. To the middle. Clock at 6. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Richardson kicks to Hardaway. Stolen by McCollum. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. The throw good. McCollum.
Just a smooth scorer is C.J. McCollum, and that combination of being confident and crafty keeps helping him pile up points in terms of his career statistics. Now he's at the line. You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Zinkis, he's checked in for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Richardson.
Clutch bucket by Nurkic on that possession. They needed that one.
Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Doncic outside. To the paint. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis making it count. Wants to come through big time and does here.
Lillard outside. Shot from the wing. Mavericks with the rebound. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. Clock at 4. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got 8 rebounds in this game. McCollum dishes to Powell. It's deflected. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Dallas moving it around. Here's Finney-Smith. Guarded by Powell. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Simons is checked in. Portland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Lillard. Doncic with the block.
And not exactly quick off the floor, but Luka uses great anticipation to make defensive plays.
Dallas making a switch here. Richardson's checked in, and the basket by Lillard.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Doncic outside. The pass to Marjanovic. Yes! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
He's just adept at gutting the defense in these sets. Give Doncic a passing lane, and he'll thread the needle.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, easy call.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. Second one is good. Aim both at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
And that's how you do it. Free throws can make a huge difference in a tight game. Points are an absolute must here.
Can't come away empty. That would be the nail in the coffin.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Richardson outside, trying to find Marjanovic. Gets it over to him.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Here is Lillard. Down low. Here's Nurkic. Got it!
Well, Nurkic is so big, does a great job, and fends off the defense on his way to the score.
Dallas calls timeout. They're behind by 2. 5 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight... The Nuggets are not holding anything back in the wardrobe department as they made their entrance tonight. hoping to make it. And as things get ready to roll.
Kevin, thank you. There is
Indeed, something special, David. Thanks. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. They've got Marjanovic, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And there's Porzingis, and it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. And for the Nuggets, Ole is out there with Jokic. Then it's Aaron Gordon. Then there's Jamal Murray, and it's Porter in at the 2. Now here's Doncic. Takes a 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Porter again. That is breathtaking. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Poked away. Gordon dishes to Murray. Passes it to Jokic. Just 4 to shoot. Over Porzingis. And that one goes long. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Pass to Finney Smith. Misses the 3. And here's Denver. Murray left side. The 18-footer is right on the mark.
Well, I love the fact that he caught it and was ready to shoot it right away. Well done.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Doncic against Porter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And, boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Porzingis with the steal. Marjanovic kicks to Doncic. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Outstanding timing from Jokic there. Then the superb reach to wipe away the shot.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Monte Morris is checked in for Denver. The Mavericks also with a sub. Brunson's checked in. Murray surveying the D. Mavericks with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's Porzingis. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Lob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
With maturity comes greater patience, understanding how to play smarter. Murray keeps his options open and finds a teammate who's gotten free.
Knocked loose. Pass to Doncic. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. No good that time. And the Nuggets going the other way.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen.
And, fellas, he pulled it off to perfection.
And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Mike Powell comes in for Porzingis. Nelly is checked in for Jalen Brunson. And it's Richardson in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Richardson the pass to Powell. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
We've got 1:08 left in the first quarter. McGee, the pass to Barton. Back to McGee. The kick out to Barton. No good from outside.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Powell, the pass to Richardson, and stolen by Barton. And pushing it up, here's Denver. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's his first trip to the line.
And really, the line a season ago was just a battle for him. Just about a 72% free throw shooter.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Dallas. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Powell in the high post. Brunson scanning the floor. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. They grab their own miss. Cauley Stein. Another shot, and it's sent back by Millsap.
Pretty cool to see Millsap turn shots back. I mean, he's a mobile, athletic, big man who is taking pride in his defensive work.
Here's McGee. Lays it up off the glass.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And we'll be back with you shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Nuggets.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court for the Mavericks, they've got Porzingis. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Murray kicks to Jokic. Back to Murray. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Hardaway. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a 5-point game. Porzingis passes to Doncic. Porzingis inside. He's against Jokic. Doncic outside. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Doncic has got 9.
Well, I love watching Doncic go to work there. Assertiveness is the key, and that's part of why he's so successful.
Murray kicks to Jokic. No good with the triple. Mavericks trail by 3. Got a piece of it. Jokic with the steal. To the paint. It's stolen by Marjanovic. A 3 from Porzingis. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight and finished off by Porter.
When Porter is attacking, the defense is in trouble. Have to respect his ability to put it on the floor.
Doncic against Porter. And the pass to Marjanovic. That's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Denver. Then for the Mavericks, Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Richardson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket from Richardson. Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. McGee out to Morris. 4 on the shot clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. McGee's shot is off. Mavericks trail by 3. Here's Cauley Stein. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
A different look for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. And it's Nicolo Melli in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Morris dishes to Millsap. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And, you know, Millsap ready to shoot anytime he's close to the basket. Gets it off before the defense can react.
Brunson the pass to Richardson. Back to Brunson. High post, Cauley Stein. Richardson outside. McGee against Brunson. Powell, no one around him. Off target with the open look. The Nuggets leading by 3. Here's Dozier. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Millsap doing a nice job there, reading the defense, and makes a nice slick pass to burn the opponent.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Barton outside. 41 seconds left in the second quarter. Millsap passes to Dozier. A second chance effort. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Dozier. Richardson covers. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. There's 10 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Doncic. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Doncic has got 7 now in this quarter. It'll count. That shot missing. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here. After 2 quarters, it's Denver out in front. They lead by 5. Kenny, give us your take. And that should...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
We've got Gordon. Jokic is out there at Bowl. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Murray in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Now Doncic. Top of the key, Porzingis. Buries it from 3-point range. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. and they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
There's an awful lot to like about Doncic, but probably what jumps out at me most is how competitive he is. I mean, he wants to dominate whoever's guarding.
Murray kicks to Jokic. He dishes it to Gordon. Passes to Jokic. Just 4 to shoot. Gets a very good look and converts. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
You know, since his rookie year, Jokic's confidence has really grown. I mean, he's gotten extremely comfortable with his jump shot now.
Here's Doncic. Porter with a block. And that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Porter. Mavericks making a switch here. Richardson's checked in. And that was a great replay we just saw of our mobile one block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Porzingis passes to Hardaway. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Here is Porter. And the basket is good.
Well, you must respect Porter Jr.'s scoring ability. I mean, he is terrific connecting from the mid-range.
Richardson with it. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Richardson. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Bulls got his 4th rebound in this one. And finished off by Porter.
Loving the energy right now here in the 3rd quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
And pushing it up, here's Denver. Jokic is running, and so they choose to intentionally foul. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Now he's jacked in for the Mavericks. Nicolo Melli comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. The 10-footer. Morris kicks to Dozier. 3-pointer, Barton. The Nuggets with another miss. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Doncic is checked in for Dallas. Porzingis passes to Powell. It's stolen by Morris. And so they foul intentionally. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Porzingis.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Barton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Dishes to Millsap. Mavericks with the rebound. 3-on-3. Stripped it away. Morris inside. Richardson covering. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Millsap's no stranger to physical play. Doesn't avoid contact. And that helps him get to the free throw line quite a bit.
The Nuggets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
J.J. Redick's checked in for the Mavericks. Richardson against Morris. Richardson kicks to Redick. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Bounce pass from Morris. McGee, the pass to Dozier. Back to McGee. Morris against Richardson. Martin with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
It's tipped.
Like seeing Powell flex his muscle on the defensive end. Really good at timing his jump to block the shot.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Outside, Redick. From downtown. That one doesn't drop. And the Nuggets going the other way. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
Running with purpose. Whenever Barton gets a lane right to the rim, he's going to rise up with power and throw it down.
And here's Richardson. Pass to Melly. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And so it's the Denver Nuggets going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. They've got Trey Burke. Dwight Powell is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then there's Richardson. And it's Melly in at the 3. 5 to shoot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Porter against Doncic. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got the lead up to 12 now for Denver.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Murray outside. Pulls it from 20. Porter kicks to Jokic. Over Porzingis. Jokic, no good.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Powell, the pass to Doncic. Back to Powell. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Second chance shot. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. Doncic against Gordon, and the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Doncic. Pass to Jokic. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalry. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Powell pulls it in. Mavericks trail by 12. Poked loose and stolen by Murray. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That is his first foul of the game. Mavericks making a switch here. Marjanovic is checked in. Murray against Doncic. The pass to Jokic. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Doncic with it. Now defended by Jokic. A good look from Doncic. On target from 13 feet. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, you know what? It's really rare to see young players like Doncic have such offensive creativity in their game. Deadly from the mid-range.
And there's another turnover by the Nuggets. Josh Richardson's checked in for Hardaway. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Doncic looking it over. Passes it to Porzingis. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Jokic kicks to Gordon. And stolen by Richardson. Here's Porzingis with a fast break chance. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Nuggets.
And, guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Paul Millsap.
He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Porter against Doncic. He gets that one.
Boy, Luka Doncic, such an all-around skill set. I mean, the defense having a real hard time containing him tonight.
Murray against Doncic. Now here's Murray. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. David, thank you as always. the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams. And hello, basketball fans. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the shooting guard position. And for the Nuggets, we've got Murray. Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Porter. And at the 3, the small forward. Here's Barton. And Barton throws it down.
Oh, big finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. Jokic against Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Pass to Simons. They double him with Barton. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Denver.
A rapper off the court, a number 0 from the town, an elite point guard. And he has plenty of personality. He's a fun guy to be around.
Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. And it's the Nuggets ball. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Inside, Nurkic with the steal. And oh, here we go. Covington's got it. The fast break chance.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Now here's Murray. Now the pass to Jokic. Kicks it to Porter. Dishes it to Murray. To the right side. Here's Jokic. Nurkic with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Here's Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Porter. Nails the baby hook.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
Lillard from outside. The shot misses. And Denver the other way now. Porter passes to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Shoots. And Damian Lillard with the bucket on the assist by Nurkic.
Well, Lillard is always going to be aggressive on offense as he looks to catch the defense off guard.
Murray outside. Makes it off the glass.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Here's Simons. To the inside. Pass to Powell. Here's Simons. Here's Lillard. He's covered by Murray. Covington kicks to Nurkic. Over Jokic. Nurkic can't hit.
Their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
Kept alive, but they recover it. Porter passes to Murray. From outside the arc. And the rebound by Nurkic. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Down low, Covington dishes to Nurkic. Powell kicks to Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. Count that bucket. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
Well, you can't give any lane to the basket. Once Lillard sees it, he jumps all over it.
Barton passes to Murray. Pass to Jokic. Nurkic with the block. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. And the Nuggets with some changes. Paul Millsap is checked in for Porter. Rivers comes in for Will Barton. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray. And then for the Trailblazers, Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Anfernee Simons. And McCollum with the slam.
Got to push McCullough out of the paint. When you don't do this, you risk getting dunked on.
43 seconds left to play in the first. Double team on Millsap. Back to Morris. Left side, Gordon. A three-pointer off the mark. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. It's stolen by Morris. Millsap finds Jokic. Offline from the top of the key.
Got to give him credit for his confidence. I mean, he hasn't hit a single shot this quarter, but he still keeps firing. I mean, I don't always like the 3 on the fast break, but the D was set up well inside.
Morris with the ball. It's Rivers on the wing to halt the run, and he's good on the 3-ball.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Talk about great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Trailblazers lead by 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
They've got JaVale McGee. Morris is out there with Rivers. Then there's Paul Millsap. And it's Dozier in at the small forward. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. Outside Millsap. Back to Morris. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. 5 on the clock. Millsap has the open look. It doesn't go for him. And it's Portland the other way. It's McCollum with the drive. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. McCollum's got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Well, that's just too easy for me. I mean, the minute he establishes position in this area, the defense is done.
Lillard, bounce pass. Collins in the post. McGee with the block. To the paint. Here's Dozier. Millsap against Collins. Back to Millsap. And again, it's Denver.
With a solid mid-range shot, Millsap's game does so much more for his team's spacing.
Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with the speed and lead. He'll make the most of it on both ends of it.
And that one, good. Lillard's got 9.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
And there's the pass to Dozier. Back to Morris. Stolen by Collins. Anthony right side. Cantor trying to free himself up. And Cantor able to finish. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Passes it to Millsap. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone.
And see, Webb, you mentioned it with JaVale McGee. His vertical is off the charts.
Oh, yeah, he can get to alley-oops, GA, that nobody else can. The length and bounce he has is jaw-dropping. I mean, same goes for his shot blocking abilities. He times it up.
Morris dishes to Rivers. Pass to Dozier. There's the triple. But they get it back. Here's Millsap. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The crafty veteran likes seeing Millsap be aggressive and really force the defense to get physical.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me. But confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
You got to respect the intelligence of McCullough, a pro at utilizing the pick and roll. You can't let him get into a comfort zone.
Pass to Jokic. 55 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And it's Murray with the jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
The kick out to Barton. Launches a three. C.J. McCollum with the rebound.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's blocked.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
And that one's good by Porter.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
The three from Anthony. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. And that's a...
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Powell is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in a shooting guard. Murray kicks to Gordon. Trying to find Murray, and he gets it to him. And it's Gordon with the finish.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease.
Now Powell. Lillard left side. His three-pointers off the mark.
Well, you don't see that very often. A wide open three is usually like a layup for him.
Back to Murray. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Powell, the pass to Lillard. Shoots the three. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
But this is not the start they wanted coming out of the break. 0 for 3 so far, and they're not playing with much intensity.
Offensive rebound for the lead. The kick out to Porter. Just 5 to shoot. Campazzo. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. 4 on the clock. Dozier passes to Millsap. Misses from short range.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Oh, the sheer size Nurkic possesses is sometimes overwhelming, which is how he gets these fouls.
And both free throws good for Nurkic. The Nuggets trail by 3. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Morris kicks to Millsap. To the middle. Out to Morris for the tie. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession. Now the pass to Rivers. Back to Morris. 6 to shoot. McGee, the pass to Morris. Shoots over Lillard.
And the defense has really locked down on them in this half. They need to start working to get some higher percentage shots.
No coverage that time. Powell's got 5.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Yeah, because it's so hard to prevent transition scores. Whenever you get an opportunity to get out and run, you take it.
Morris dishes to McGee, and the layup's good off the glass.
Now that's where McGee makes his living. On the interior, it makes them a much more effective offense when he's able to contribute in the painted area.
Lillard, the pass to Powell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on JaVale McGee. For Portland, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. The free throw drops for Powell. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ouch. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
They throw good, McCollum.
You know, if you got game, you got game. And we're starting to see more players come from small schools and go on to become special talents like McCollum. We don't see it too often, but it's definitely start to happen. It shows you what happens when you put in the work.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. 1:06 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Morris. Yes, that goes in.
There is the unselfishness that coaches love so much. Rivers doing a great job getting it to the open man.
And here's McCollum. He's got 12. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
The Trailblazers have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Now, here is Morris. At the top of the key, Millsap. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Millsap's got 5 now.
And with long arms and great strength, Millsap can make plays bigger than his actual size.
Here's McCollum. He's got 15. The putback. Rebound by the Nuggets. Here's Dozier. Here's McGee. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
And we've reached the end of the third. Portland out in front. They lead by 5. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
It makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Will Barton, Aaron Gordon out there with Jermichael Green. Then it's Michael Porter. Outside Porter. Back to Barton. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Inside, here's Gordon. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
Simons, he's checked in for Portland. Lillard comes in for McCollum. Trailblazers leading by 5. Lillard with it. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Good on the shot.
Well, it's easy to appreciate Lillard. Fantastic at powering through the D and nailing the shots.
The Nuggets shooting 43% from the field. It's Barton on the wing. He dishes it to Gordon. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is off. Good on the second free throw. Now Lillard. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. That one doesn't go. Porter passes to Gordon. Puts it up from 12. Murray outside. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. Out to the wing. Simons surveying the D. Passes to Pop. Down low. Here's Covington. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Pass to Jokic. He kicks to Porter, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
And here is Murray. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And the Nuggets with some changes. Millsap comes in for Porter, and it's Rivers in for Will Barton. McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers. Outside, Covington. McCollum outside. Back to Covington. And foul. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Pass to Nurkic. In the corner, Powell with it. Nurkic kicks to McCullough. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Jokic. Count it. And he'll have a chance. The coach's challenge has been issued. This game like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Lillard. In the corner, Powell with it. Stolen by Gordon. Here's Jokic. Yes! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
Here's Lillard. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
The pass to Murray. Barton outside from the arc. Hands the three. So the Nuggets win it. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless. And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game. And the task ahead. Now a look at Dallas' starting lineup. Dwight Powell is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, Nurkic is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the two-guard spot. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. Yeah. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you played.
Almost every time I took the court. You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Porzingis with the block.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
Here's Lillard, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Doncic feeling it out. Outside, Porzingis. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Porzingis.
Well, this speaks to the feel that Kristaps Porzingis has for the game of basketball. If you're open, he'll find you.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other. What's incredible to me about Robert Covington is he enters the league and earns playing time on the defensive end, and he knows that's what's going to ultimately define him. But he has worked so hard to become a shooter, a legit threat from the perimeter. Love that this guy has carved out a career.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. To the middle. Here's Lillard, and he uses the glass on the layup.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Up top, Doncic. The high post shot. Unable to get that one. And it's Portland the other way. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Anthony Simons. Doncic against Lillard. Powell with the steal. Doncic left side. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
Lillard against Doncic. Here's the floater. Got it. Good job in the low post. Lillard's got his second bucket.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
They get the rebound. Porzingis passes to Powell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Robert Covington picks one up.
And born and raised in Toronto, Powell is part of a growing legion of NBA players who hail from up north.
We the North. How about upon arriving in Dallas, he became the 5th Canadian to suit up just for the Dallas Mavs organization alone. So college and NBA scouts spending more time there now. What a beautiful country with plenty of basketball talent.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Marjanovic comes in for Dwight Powell. And it's Maxi Kleber in for Doncic. McCollum against Brunson. Clock at 4. Floats one. It's blocked. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. To the paint. Here's Collins. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
What a play.
I love that Cantor will pursue rebounds out of his area. This guy's such a powerful player who's willing to exert his will.
The pass to Brunson. Buries the 20-footer. Trailblazers trail by 4. McCollum outside. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
I mean, call him a combo guard to whatever. McCollum is a scorer first and foremost, and when he puts it on the deck, young fella is going to the hoop.
Here's Marjanovic to the left side wing. Kleba finds Richardson. Offline with his 3. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Collins. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And this game is tied up now.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Stolen by Collins. Pulls up. With the second effort, Anthony kicks to Hollis Jefferson. Here's McCollum. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Trailblazers lead by 2. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
On the floor for Dallas, you've got Luka Doncic. Porzingis is out there with Powell. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward position. Doncic passes to Hardaway. Here's Finney-Smith. Powell trying to free himself up. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Finney-Smith. Simons surveying the D. It's McCollum on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Doncic. McCollum, no good. And here are the Mavericks now. Doncic, right side. It's Hardaway, that time on the assist by Doncic.
You can see the kind of confidence Hardaway has in his shot. This guy is so fluid in the catch-and-shoot situations.
And when you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And, Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
McCollum's gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. Here's Finney-Smith. A miss that time would have put him up.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Simons, the pass to Cantor. The finish. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Well, Powell understands the value of igniting the fast break, getting easy baskets for his team. Nice active hands.
Here's McCollum. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. McCollum's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Here's Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. And Cantor pulls it down. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. It's tipped. Here's Finney-Smith. Right side Hardaway. Doncic trying to get open. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. McCollum with the ball. Hardaway picks him up. Doncic with the steal. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, go get it, big fella. Porzingis with the skyscraper.
Here's Simons. No points in the game yet for him. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Collins. Powell, he's checked in for McCollum. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Melli passes to Kleba. It's Richardson on the wing. Pass to Marjanovic. Wide open look. And it's Portland with the rebound.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Covington with the bucket.
Well, you love to see Norman Powell be unselfish and find an open teammate. That's pretty.
58 seconds left in the first half. Here's Brunson. Who's back up? Kleba. A three ball. A shot. No good. And it's Portland the other way. A shot by Lillard. Wide open. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Stolen away. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Brunson kicks to Kleba. Melli passes to Brunson. Feeds it to Richardson. Passes it to Melli. Shot clock at 5. Some nice passing here by Dallas. The shot.
You know, just a good play there for Melo to get a hand.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. Win or lose, Kenny, the Mavericks have been one of the more stable organizations. And that's...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. Powell is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the shooting guard position. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
2 shots.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Doncic dishes to Hardaway. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 5 assists in the game. Pass to Powell. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Nurkic with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Here's Lillard. And the layup falls. Lillard's got 4 points in the quarter.
What strength from Lillard. Just not allowing the defense to have the last word.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. That's good from Doncic on the assist from Hardaway.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
Lillard against Doncic. Hardaway with the steal. Doncic outside. Here's Porzingis. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Great play calling, great execution. Leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Portland. Here's Covington. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And how about this stat? Over the course of Robert Covington's career, over 60% of his shots coming from long range.
And Greg, the prototypical 3-and-D guy, you almost want to reverse it because defense has been the pivot point for Robert Covington's emergence as a player in this league.
Richardson finds Kleber. Now Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. Right at the free throw line from 11 feet away. And it's Portland with the rebound. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And the dunk by Powell.
Yeah, put it in Powell's vicinity and he will finish with authority. That's nice.
Now here's Richardson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And here is Kleber. From deep three-point range, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brunson. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Collins comes in for Robert Covington. Carmelo Anthony, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Rondae Hollis-Jefferson in for Damian Lillard. It's McCollum with the drive. Good work defensively by Richardson.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Here's Anthony, and he banks in the layup.
Oh, boy, that's really remarkable. You know, the way he just manages to bully his way inside. Strong move from Melo.
Brunson kicks to Marjanovic. Brunson scanning the floor. In the corner, it's Kleber. They shoot again. Lets the three fly. Brunson, no good. Portland trailing here. There's Hollis-Jefferson. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
You can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
And the pass to Richardson. Taken away by Anthony. 3-on-3. There's Hollis-Jefferson.
Well, to me, this is what Hollis-Jefferson does very well. This guy, a phenomenal dunker with the ups he has.
McCollum against Brunson. 29 seconds left in the third. Cleveland. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact. And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Tries again. Porzingis with the block. It's all tied in Portland. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Dallas, Hardaway is out there with Doncic. Then there's Dwight Powell, and there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
And that one, good.
Now, how did he manage to change his shot midair?
Now, Doncic. Right side, Porzingis. To the inside. Powell, the pass to Porzingis. Second shot opportunity. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Lillard attacking. Porzingis with the block. And they get it back. McCollum dishes to Nurkic. Covington kicks to Nurkic. 5 to shoot. Tries again. Nice D from Porzingis. Mavericks leading by 3. Hardaway with a wide open look. They get it back. Porzingis with the ball. To the paint. Another shot. And Doncic lays it in. 6 points for Luka Doncic.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, nice.
Lillard attacking. Porzingis with the block.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Doncic, no good. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Powell, the pass to Lillard. Over Hardaway. Again, the miss by Lillard.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
To the middle, stolen by McCollum. And now Portland on the break. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
This, to me, is where he can be lethal. In fast break situation, Norman Powell's speed's a problem.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Inside, Powell with the steal. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Doncic. McCollum, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
How about the fearlessness of McCollum? Doesn't shy away from taking or making the big shots.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Powell with the steal. Here's McCollum. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Down low, Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Gigantic shots like that have to help Powell's confidence. Quality look.
Lillard against Doncic. spell. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Kicks it to Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. And it's good. The time running down on the shot clock. And now a 3-point Maverick lead. Lillard surveying the D. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
You know, Dame loves to test the defense like that, runs up against it, and then outworks them.
And Portland making a change here. Simons is checked in. Richardson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Jalen Brunson comes in for Doncic.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does, and that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
Richardson kicks to Brunson. 40 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Just 4 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Porzingis can't hit. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
Here's Lillard. The dish to Nurkic.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Dallas calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. 16 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Guys, what's your take?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, this is a chance to take the lead, so you've got to draw up the play to make it happen.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, C.J. McCollum.
And to me, the best part of the game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
Opportunity to deliver in big moments, and my goodness, embrace the spotlight, young.
He beat the buzzer!
Delivery at the buzzer. That is beautifully done.
Down he goes at the buzzer. Boy, doesn't get any better than that.
You couldn't dream up a more dramatic.
Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on DA.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Jokic is out there at Bull. And there's Gordon. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Murray in at the point. And for the Mavericks, we've got Doncic. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Dwight Powell. And there's Porzingis. And it's Finney Smith in at the shooting guard position. Here's Finney Smith. Porzingis passes to Powell. Clock at 6. And it's Doncic missing.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
And Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many feel that's a hallmark of a great front office.
You go back and you look, Kevin, at some of the teams that have made deep playoff runs or eventually won the championships. That tinkering about bringing in a veteran or just one piece to make that next step for that one matchup or that one series. Finding contributions like that up and down the roster, absolutely, that can make a difference.
And here we go. Oh, Porter in position. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Bull. Jokic.
Well, Porzingis with that huge wingspan can still be a tough matchup for any opposing shooter. Just a quick challenge with that long length.
Doncic looking it over. Passes it to Porzingis. Powell kicks to Doncic. Dallas moving it around. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Now, here's Bull. Guarded by Hardaway. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul. Porzingis with the steal. Now the Mavericks moving it up. And the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
Here's Doncic after the Nuggets pick up 2. Powell, the pass to Porzingis. Wide open. Count that one.
Porzingis just dialing that one in from the mid-range. Pretty smooth for a 7'3" professional basketball player.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Powell with the steal. Hardaway with it. Now guarded by Murray. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
This is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Zingas, he's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Powell comes in for Nicolo Melli. Hardaway's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Josh Richardson.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
Morris looking over the floor. At the top of the key, Millsap. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Doncic with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. We've got 1:23 left here in the first quarter. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. Hardaway with the steal. And they're on the break. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis finishing strong that time. No doubt about that one.
Morris passes to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
And that one's good. Doncic.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
The pass to McGee. Morris kicks to Barton. Feeds it to McGee. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Doncic with it. He has 6. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Over Morris. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
J.J. Redick is out there with Josh Richardson. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Maxi Kleba. And it's Melli in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Well, the confidence just keeps growing with Jokic and his shot. Pretty much ready to shoot as soon as it touched his hands. You dig down deep at some of the numbers. Jokic is a much better defender than what he gets credit for. I think we always think about athleticism around rim protection, but sometimes it's just about size and smarts, and he has that.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
A team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. Here's Morris following the three-point basket by Dallas. McGee, the pass to Morris. The dish now to Barton. And the three off target. And Jokic likes physical play. Brent, he embraces the contact.
Well, you look at his physique, and I think he can absorb a lot of what it is that comes his way. But he's comfortable wrestling. He's got brothers. He knows what that's like. And he also loves to mess around with those press conference microphones, as we see.
Here's Kleba. The shot from the low post is good. Kleba's got the lead up to 1 now for Dallas.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Double team on Millsap. Back to Barton, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Now, Doncic. He's got 6. Pass to Porzingis. Doncic against Porter. Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Fades and shoots. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Hardaway against Murray. Tips it up. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, a little bit of hustle, a little bit of energy. Jokic right now pounding the offensive glass and not quitting on these possessions.
Pass to Porzingis. Here's Powell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. There's the feed to Doncic. Over Porter. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And the Mavericks lead by 1. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
And the Mavericks with possession here. The Nuggets getting the bucket. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. Nelly is checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Now here's Millsap. McGee finds Barton. Millsap's against Redick. Morris. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Well, you overreact to Paul Millsap. Good job of him staying patient and then finding one of his open teammates.
And Doncic, here we go. An easy 2 points on the layup. Kelly's got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
There's 38 seconds left to play here in the half. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Richardson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Morris passes to Millsap, and the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
Don't want to be careless around Cauley-Stein. That's when he rises up and blocks shots away.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Now, here's Richardson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. McGee with the block. That shot, no good. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. Some good moments from both teams, but as the... And that should do it.
if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Nikola Jokic. Murray out there with Porter. Then it's Aaron Gordon, and it's Bol in at the 5.
And the playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays.
Here's Doncic following the score by Jamal Murray. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
There's the pass to Jokic. And a minute played as the second half gets going.
And Jokic, even though we look at his body and you don't think he plays physically, he can do that.
Denver shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Pass to Finney-Smith. On the wing, Doncic. Guarded by Porter. And with that, the Denver lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Doncic.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Gordon kicks to Jokic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
Here's Brunson. Misses the 3. The Nuggets leading by 4. Here's Rivers. That doesn't fall. Can't drop his first shot. Passes it to Hardaway. And here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Now here's Gordon. Well, we're into the 3rd quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Powell, the pass to Hardaway. Dallas moving the ball around. Brunson, good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Martin passes to Morris. Floats it up for Millsap. McGee with no one around. Offensive rebound.
Just competing right now. Millsap wanting to make the most out of that possession.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. A 2-point game. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Really good job from Barton there to swing the ball over for the easy shot. Good vision on that play.
Morris against Richardson. Pass to Doncic. Here's Kleba. On the wing, Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Morris dishes to Barton. 51 seconds left to play in the third. Here's McGee. The shot will not fall. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. And the foul on Will Barton. That's his first foul. A different look for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Powell comes in for Maxi Kleba. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Nicolo Melli. Porter with the steal. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Murray with the ball. In the corner, Bull with it. Fires the three. No good on that one. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Here's Richardson. And the layup's good off the glass. Richardson's got it all tied up now for Dallas.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Murray against Brunson. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's foul number 2 for him. Inside, Green. And it's Green with the jam.
And teammates more and more looking for plays from Murray like that.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Nuggets lead by 2. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Josh Richardson. He's out there with Jalen Brunson. Porzingis is out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney Smith in at the power forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Porzingis kicks to Richardson. 5 to shoot. Porzingis can't hit. Denver in the lead. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Powell comes in for Josh Richardson. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And a switcher also for Denver. Gordon's checked in. Doncic passes to Finney Smith. Back to Doncic. Pulls up on the wing, and that's a foul. Called on Dwight Powell. That's his third foul of the game.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Yeah, he'd like to have that one back. I think there was an angle to get to that ball, but a bit reckless on that play.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Shoots and stolen by Bull. And the foul called on Porzingis. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Nuggets making a switch here. Porter's checked in. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Hardaway with the steal. Fires the three. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside. You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Porter against Doncic.
You just never know what Doncic is going to do. I mean, which is one of the reasons he gets the defense to foul.
That free throw good from Doncic. Dallas making a switch here. Richardson's checked in. All free throws good from Doncic. The Nuggets leading by 6. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hardaway. And here is Doncic. Richardson outside. A three-pointer, no good. The Nuggets have gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. A putback, great positioning on the putback. Bulls got the lead up to 8 now for the Nuggets.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Doncic against Porter. And Doncic gets it to go.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Porter looking it over, and so they choose to intentionally foul. And he makes the first. On the Mavericks for some changes. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Porzingis. Marjanovic comes in for Dwight Powell. Hardaway is subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Denver also making a switch. Monte Morris is checked in for Murray. To the paint. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Morris passes to Porter. Jokic with it, guarded by Marjanovic. Porter, and finished off by Porter.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Up top, Doncic. To the inside. Dallas moving it around. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. 4 on the shot clock. Richardson gets a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. A 3 from Morris. The Mavericks pull it in. Doncic with it. Now Bull defending. Cauley Stein dishes to Doncic. He doesn't hit that one. Nuggets have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. A 3 from Morris. It's rebounded by Doncic. And so here is Dallas. There's the lob to the hoop. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Cauley Stein, a lot of his shots are predictable shots within the offense, so he stays confident with those opportunities.
Morris with the ball. The tray. And another miss by Denver. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking. And more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Now Gordon. So the Nuggets win it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work.
you